Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again. Here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video talking about a huge nerd topic. Nerd topic, nerd alert, nerd alert. Okay. This one's going to be Batman against Spider-Man. Who would win? Back my Versus series, going to start doing these up again. This is one a lot of people requested over the past couple of months, and I finally decided that I would start doing some more Versus videos. So again, start off with this one. You got one of the biggest characters in all of comic books with Batman, and you have Marvel's probably their biggest character with Spider-Man, and we're going to face them off and see who makes sense for who would win. Right, so obviously it doesn't make much sense for me to have to go through all their powers and abilities because you guys basically know them all, but for the sake of argument, let's go over them real quick. So, Batman obviously does not have any superpowers of any kind. He is basically at the peak physical condition for a human being, for a male that they could possibly get into. He is extremely strong for a human being, close to the levels of supernatural strength, but not quite there. He's very quick, very fast, has tons of experience with regards to fighting. He knows pretty much every martial art known to man and has studied them for many years and developed and adapted his own unique fighting style, which he uses. He uses his gadgets, including his grappling hook, batarangs, let's see what else, utility belt with all kinds of ridiculous things, including shark repellent bat spray on occasion. He has one thing he likes to use a lot against characters that are more powerful than him, or when he fights really heavily strong or powered villains or other characters, is he will use electric, sort of like brass knuckles. So brass like knuckles that are charged with electricity, giving him his ability to punch sort of more of a punch so that he can, kind of shock the person or a character as he's fighting them. And that's pretty much Batman in a nutshell. Spider-Man, on the other hand, of course, has super strength, crazy agility, similar to a spider, and just his own crazy, unique fighting style, which is completely unique to him. If I had to place it in terms of real world, I'd probably say that Spider-Man's fighting style is somewhere between, let's say, Taekwondo and gymnastics, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Mix gymnastics, floor exercises with Taekwondo, and that's basically Spider-Man. His punches and that kind of stuff isn't really... I mean, he does punch, he does, but he's more into the big acrobatics and things of that nature, since obviously his skill set puts him in that type of situation. He's super flexible, so he can, bend, and, he's got crazy flexibility and all that. He's got the wall crawling, he's got the web shooters that he creates himself. He's got his spider sense, so probably Batman's abilities to sort of initiate on him or hide in the shadows and pop out and grab him, or trick him, or these kinds of things probably is not going to work. He has somewhere enhanced speed, probably not super speed. I don't want to use that word because that would make you think of like the Flash or somebody. He's not at that level, but he's got enhanced speed as well, so he'd be faster as well. Faster than a normal human being would be. Even the fastest human being, he'd probably be faster, I would say. I think that's pretty much it. Durability, he's got extreme durability, and I think that pretty much wraps it up. So how am I going to break this down? How's this going to go? Well, I'll say right off the bat that I'm very biased, that I like Batman as a character a lot more. But, I mean, the differences here in terms of physical prowess are crazy. You have Spider-Man. I looked up his strength, and it looks like it's somewhere between him being able to lift 10 and 30 tons. Okay? Batman, on the other hand, is about, he's under a ton. He's probably at about 900 pounds or something like that, 800 pounds in terms of what he can lift, because, again, he is, a human being. So in terms of strength alone, obviously Spider-Man's got a huge advantage in that. I would give that like a 10, probably like a 10-6, because in comparison, more than 10 times the amount of strength that Batman has. His speed and Batman's speed. Batman's extremely fast, faster than almost any character. And his experience, too, and the way he moves is very unique as well. So that category, I think, in terms of speed, would probably be a little bit closer, even though Spider-Man, you're probably going to still have to give him the advantage. In terms of fighting experience, obviously Batman's got way more experience than Spider-Man does. Wouldn't even be close in that case. Obviously, probably 10 times experience. Plus, he knows a lot more different fighting styles. Spider-Man sort of has his own unique thing that he's kind of created for himself, but it doesn't seem to me like he's really studied a lot of different martial arts and that type of stuff. So he wouldn't be very skilled in comparison to someone like Batman. So the technique advantage has to go to Batman, as well as Batman does know jiu-jitsu and judo and every martial art that we have. So he's definitely got an advantage in that, and I could see him probably winning in something like that. But the problem with it is that even if he gets up close and Spider-Man has trouble landing on him with a lot of his different techniques and punches and kicks and stuff, Batman closes the distance and tries to execute some kind of submission or something. It's just probably not going to work because, I mean, Spider-Man being that much stronger than him could just throw him off of him. Like, let's say he goes for a rear naked choke or something. Spider-Man be so strong, he'd be able to just, like, pull his hand down around and, like, throw him over top of him or something. It just probably wouldn't work. So I think Batman in this case would probably have to rely on his gadgets, as he does many times. And with the gadgets, yeah, I could see him taking this, but I think it's probably more likely that you would see Spider-Man, beat Batman, because he'd be able to break his bones with that kind of strength pretty easily as soon as he lands it. Plus, the spider sense is going to give him the advantage, so if Batman tries to use his gadgets in a certain case and pop out of the shadows or something, let's say if they're fighting in a city, like Gotham City or New York or something, it's just not going to work. Plus, Spider-Man, can wall crawl and do all these kinds of things. Batman's not going to be used to dealing with that, and that's going to change his mechanics of, how he fights from a distance and everything like that, medium range. And thus, I think it just makes sense that you have to go with Spider-Man. As much as I like Batman, I like Batman a lot more than Spider-Man. But when you break down a lot of these matches with Batman versus other characters, you just have to see that he's going to have to rely on his gadgets a lot. But how can he put that final blow to Spider-Man? The only way I can see him doing it is if he knocks him out, or if he uses a gadget on that finishes him. But, just Spider-Man alone being able to just land on him a few times, that's all it's going to take. 1 or 2 good shots, and it'll break bones, 10 or 20 tons. I mean, that's crazy. So it pains me to say, but who would win this matchup? I'm going to have to go with Spider-Man. It sucks. But I got to stop doing matchups with Batman in them because he always loses. But it just makes sense. I mean, it makes sense, So, and you must have a winner, so that's the way I'm going to go. It might not be the popular opinion, but I think it's the right one. And going with the right one versus the popular one is what I always try to do. So anyway, that's it for this versus matchup, guys. For more, check the sidebar. There should be some there based on the tags and stuff. And I have done lots of them, so check my channel if you want to see other matchups like Goku versus Superman, that's a popular one. Superman versus the Hulk. Goku versus the Hulk. All kinds of different videos. Check them out. Anyway, that's it for this one, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev. Same peace.